Jay Grymes is a state climatologist, and weather is his business. As Louisiana enters another hurricane season, Grymes has a simple message, and that's be prepared. Andrew Epperson reports.
First the rain, then the wind. Finally,
the ceiling just caved out.
The aftermath.
Tree that fell inside the house.
If you haven't finished your preps yet, do them this evening.
This is state climatologist Jay Grymes speaking during a news conference last year.
Be ready to stay essentially housebound.
He'll be nearly a year on the job when hurricane season starts. And he agreed to speak with me at the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness. We're in what's called the Emergency Operations Center.
If there was a hurricane going on, what would this room look like?
This place would be full of people, and they would be working diligently.
It's all hands on deck during a hurricane. Federal and state government members, the National Weather Service, FEMA.
Different critical roles during an emergency response.
As state climatologist, Grymes tailors forecasts to state leaders, including the governor.
My role is not to be a decision maker, but it's to improve the information for the decision makers.
Grymes is already looking at the data ahead of hurricane season.
You need to be prepared.
He says early forecasts predict another above average stretch, with at least a handful of storms expected to develop to our south.
5 or 6 storms in the Gulf of Mexico means there's a pretty good chance Louisiana's going to have to deal with one.
This isn't new for the Pelican State. Grymes says Mother Nature's been rough on Louisiana, particularly in the last quarter century.
29 named storms impacting the state in 24 seasons.
You don't know if this is a blip or if this is a long-term thing.
20 years is more than a blip. So the question becomes, is this the new norm?
Some industries are starting to adapt to the possibility this is the new norm. That includes construction. Take a look at this video, taken at the Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety Research Center in South Carolina. The nonprofit scientific organization researches how buildings hold up during storms, and scientists run controlled tests. This is how a normally constructed home may fare when facing major hurricane-force winds.
But what happens when scientists run the same simulation using a building with modern fortifications? Let's take a look.
It's all about being proactive, being prepared.
Rachel Goche is a meteorologist for the nonprofit. She says one big area business and homeowners need to focus on is the roof. The organization's list of standards is called fortified.
A big important part of the fortified roof is just simply keeping the rain out. It's also going to include some extra things like special nailing patterns to keep your roof deck actually attached to your house.
But with rising insurance costs and other financial concerns.
What's your message to folks who are worried about the cost of some of these upgrades?
There's actually a fantastic grant program called Louisiana Fortify Homes. If you qualify, you could receive up to $10,000 to help upgrade your roof to a fortified roof.
In the meantime, Goche says trim any overhanging tree branches, seal up the cracks by your windows and doors, and clean your gutters.
You want any rain that hits your roof and goes down into those gutters to be able to travel away from your house.
They're lucky to be alive.
The only thing you can do is be prepared to respond to it.
Grymes says get ready while you can.
Be ready for at least one storm.
Once the season starts,
Hey, are you okay?
Mother Nature won't stop. In Baton Rouge, I'm Andrew Epperson.
Andrew, thanks for that report. Now is a good time to remind you about downloading the Louisiana First News Storm Tracker Team app. There you can sign up for alerts related to tropical weather as well as everyday storms. It's available in the App Store and on Google Play.